Welcome to Tiny Toys Tuesdays. We're back. It's been a 2-week hiatus, but I had some work stuff going on along with being sick the previous week, so it's just been kind of a crazy mess. Tie that in with all of the Smite GT stuff, and we just been super
just makes
busy.
it busy the
Yes.
entire way.
Yes. So I guess we'll start with some news. I do have a question. Did the Cities book come out, or was it just like a box set for this last weekend?
The box set came out.
Okay, so it's obviously not the full battle tome, right?
No.
Uh,
Well, not all the models are available.
is the battle tome actually like the entire battle tome though, or is it just a subset?
I believe it is the entire battle tome.
Okay. So that's something we'll have to do a review on. I have no interest in the Cities of Sigmar. I just have never been a fan. And I still am not a fan, so I don't know. Maybe Cameron, if you're...
I would be... So there's like two things that I really like about them, but they got rid of all the coalition stuff, and it makes me sad. And makes me not want to play it.
Well, maybe I can... maybe someone in our group has the Cities box, and I can borrow it from them. Because I don't know if I want to buy that box for the battle tome. It'd be nice if GW knew who we were, and they just sent me a copy. That'd be cool. But...
It's a beautiful battle tome, though. It looks really nice.
Yep.
So special edition and fun.
So that we'll have up. We'll have to get that up on the horizon. As far as what I've been up to, just playing a couple games, getting my list together, and just doing some Smite GT setup and getting stuff ready to go for that. I know, Cameron, you had a busy weekend.
Oh my gosh. So to do 4 days of going to an anime convention, then have been nonstop cutting and making some terrain for the Smite GT. It's just every single day I have something I'm doing.
I don't know if Autumn's on here watching, but props to her outfit making. I don't know how she does it. It's pretty nuts.
Lots of work, tears, sweat, mostly tears.
Well, she does a good job. You guys were all pimped and ready to go for this last weekend. Cool. Anything else other than, I mean, obviously Smite GT stuff, but.
Oh man, it's the build up for the GT. Being able to see everything that's going on.
Yep. Pretty excited about it. So today we're going to talk about some of the stats that go along with the Smite GT. As well as some lists that I thought were interesting. Now, obviously, I think there's 36 people signed up. Some of them still don't have their lists set up, so like obviously some of them I didn't know. So not all of these lists are on here. I tried to pick out interesting ones. Like for instance, there's no OBR lists on here. Sorry, OBR players, your lists are boring, and it's always the same stuff.
They're not boring. They're just not unique. They're uniform, like OBR is.
All right. Well, I'm
it fits
sorry.
Perfectly with the aesthetic.
There's no OBR list on here because it's just boring. So that's what we're gonna do. So we'll move on to art of the week. Dude, check out this dude's artwork. Camille Zarzecki. I think that's how you pronounce it. He does commission work, but. My goodness.
Change the slide for me.
Oh, I didn't. I changed it on the other side. Thank you. Good call. Thank you. Was it? Is that Krondis or Cares? I can't know. I can't remember which one that is.
Let's see. That is Krondis because it doesn't have the little amulet in front.
Okay. But Krondis is amazing. The lighting on that.
Oh wait, no, sorry, Karazai.
Karazai. Okay. Well, whoever. It's one of the dragons. But yeah, this dude's artwork is amazing. So,
we've recently set up the airbrush for making cosplays and stuff, and it just makes me want to paint with the airbrush so much. Seeing these things,
yeah, well,
so beautiful.
If Jed doesn't let me borrow his Gravetide, I'm gonna be forced to actually paint something. So I'm gonna paint the Gravetide. I'm gonna use I think I'm gonna use my airbrush on it. and kind of try to do some just crazy stuff to it. I mean, it's just the Gravetide. No one really cares, but
I care.
I mean, sure. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But definitely go check out Camille's Instagram. Amazing work. I don't think he's open for commission, but very, very good stuff. Also, can I just say that I don't know if that's Dexessa or was it Sensessa or Dexessa and who?
Dexessa and Sinessa.
Sinessa. Those are some of the. This got to be one of the most.
It looks so beautiful. I wish they were actually like moderately useful in the game, so I can see more of them.
Sad.
Because I see them like drawing eyes on the wings, doing all sorts of amazing color schemes. It's a beautiful model.
It's got to be one of the best models they've made. I mean, I'm a big Catacross fan because I think the diorama thing that he's got going is awesome. But
everybody loves a good peacock/human.
I mean, it's such a good looking model. All right. Let's go to some stats. Some of these might be interesting, right?
All right. I haven't seen everything. I've been leaving myself for an open review for this. So.
Okay. All right. So let's start. Pretty even playing field. I was expecting a lot more death, but honestly, it's pretty level set. I was pretty
Only
shocked.
7 death players.
I know.
Wow.
I was very, very shocked. We have 8 order. In that, we have 2 IDK, a Stormcast Eternal, KO, Sylvaneth, Seraphon, DoK, and a Fireslayer player.
We're hitting a little bit of everything.
I know. It's pretty crazy. I'm pretty impressed with the spread here. As far as Chaos, surprisingly, and I did not think this was going to happen, because it was actually an army that I was going to take, 3 Nurgle. I was pretty shocked, especially with their kind of dwindling win rate right now. I was a little surprised that there was that many Nurgle players. Now, there are some... I think one of the lists is like Beats of Chaos spam, and I think the other one is the Blightlord spam, right? So I think there is...
Well, yeah, stuff I'd expect from Nurgle.
Right, exactly. But
I know a few of the players that are out there that make absolutely beautiful Nurgle lists.
Yeah.
And just the things that they paint and just all the unique things that they do with them.
We have a Tzeentch player, a Slaanesh player, 2 Slave to Darkness.
I'd expected more Tzeentch, to be honest.
I expected more Slave to Darkness. 2 Skaven players.
Oh yeah,
2 Skaven
Skaven's
players,
great.
and then 2 Khorne players. So pretty cool. And then we got our typical death. 2 Soulblight players, 4 OBR players, and
no Nighthawk.
No Nighthawk,
really.
and 1 FEC player. No Nighthawk. Nighthawk needs some help right now.
They're not doing well, especially with a magic meta right now.
Yep.
I could see that. I still love Nighthawk though.
6 Destruction, Cruel Boys, Big Waaagh, Iron Jaws, Sons of Behemoth, and 2 Gloomspite Gitz players.
Did we hit all the destruction?
No ogres.
No ogres.
No ogres. Which is kind of doesn't surprise me. Especially in
ogres
Arizona.
Still do good.
Oh, they do, but in Arizona, there's not very many ogre players. So that doesn't surprise me too much.
I think I'm one of the 2 ogre players.
Yeah, exactly. I've got ogres down. I can do it.
I've never seen you run ogres.
Well, I can do it now, though. That's the key.
Yes.
So, no Cities of Sigmar, obviously. That doesn't surprise me. No Lumineth, which surprised me.
Okay, yeah.
No Beasts of Chaos, no Nighthaunt, and no Ogres.
So there's 1 in every faction except for Order that is not played.
Yes. And Cities of Sigmar, it's like they're kind of in a weird spot right now. And then we've got 3 Kronspines coming in. So
Kronspines.
I'm not gonna lie.
I know you're one of the Kronspines.
I'm one of them. I'm definitely one of them. I know people hate that model, but I'm just going to have fun. 1 Nagash player. I
convinced him to play it.
From our very own George. So that is awesome. I'm. You know what? The first tournament I ever won was because of Nagash. I took Nagash with Nighthaunt and I won. So you know, I got Stonks and Nagash. I know a lot of people don't, but I'm a fan. I'm a believer.
It's a very fun list.
Who he's
Problem
got?
is
He's
just
got
not
he doesn't
competitive.
have just Nagash. He has a Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
it's
Oh
a
my
very
gosh.
fun list. That's with
No matter how he does, it'll be a lot of fun to play that. So, that's cool. 0 Archeon. No Archeons coming. I mean, we only have 2 Slaves to Darkness players, but, I mean, I'm a little surprised I don't want. You know, you normally get that 1 Archeon player.
he is kind of expensive, but he's still really good.
Still really good. Yeah.
I guess he doesn't do well in the current like horde metas. I guess.
Yeah. 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 He does. Yeah, he does not do well in that. Because he doesn't swing all that much, right? Like he does damage.
He's
but it's
good.
Not crazy.
Yeah, he's good at killing strong things,
Yeah.
not many things.
And he's good at surviving. Like that's the biggest thing. All right. As far as the 3 spells that we have, 15 Horrorfrost, 16 Blizzard, and 3 Rupture. So,
Yeah,
not surprising.
Horfrost and Blizzard are just too good.
Yep, they're real good. I'm a little surprised at 3 Ruptures, to be honest.
Yeah, what is it like? What 35 players, something like that?
35, 36.
Only 3
somewhere around there.
Ruptures.
Yep.
Does this count if you take the command trait that gets all of them?
No, I did not count that. This is strictly
Okay.
Rupture. They strictly took Rupture. Which sucks for me because I've got Kronspine, so I got to be careful about that. But
Oh, it's beautiful.
I know it is. I mean, it's one way to get rid of it. I mean, the Kronspine's moving up in the world. Like it is gaining more traction right now because of just the season.
No, it needs to stop. It needs to continue on that down swing.
I know everyone hates that model, but you know I'm using them anyway. Only 3 Nullstone Adornments, and you could probably guess who these were. I think one
Let's
of them.
see. We have.
Yeah, go for it. I mean,
let me guess. We have Corn, and KO.
Yeah, no, Corn,
Hey.
and Fire Slayers.
Fire Slayers.
I think the Fire Slayer. It's somewhere around there. We have 11 of the Torian Acolytes.
Acolytes. Super Wizard Battalion.
Yeah, Super Wizard Battalion. We have 11 of those.
I started using it in that tournament, and ever since everybody uses it. It's just too good.
It's really good. I mean, it is still on a 3-up, right? So there's that chance of missing, but it's still really good.
Oh no, I get 10 chances to get free primal dice
Well, if
every
you're like
single
me,
game.
you would never roll those. So, 28 battle regiments, obviously not surprising.
Fully expected.
Yep.
Is there any other battalions that were taken besides Enduran Acolyte and battle regiments?
Not really, not that I remember. Nothing crazy, nothing that stuck out. So I mean, that's basically it.
They need to change battle regiment.
Yes. Games Workshop needs to change battle regiment. Something needs to happen. We did a rumor show, so if you want to check that out, go check that out. But if they end up doing what the rumors are for battle regiment, that'll greatly help. So I'm hoping that that's the case. But they definitely need to change it because it's in a weird spot.
It's in a rough space right now.
Yeah, just everyone uses it. Can Nagash beat 3 Kronspines? The world may never know. I mean, no, probably not. I think if the Kronspine gets into Nagash, I'm putting money on Kronspine. Sorry, hate to say it, but I'm putting money on Kronspine. I mean, it does a lot of mortals, right? But you ain't killing the Kronspine. Maybe if he's even if he's level 1, like, I don't know, man. That Kronspine hits like a truck.
I might give it to Nagash.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
For what reason?
Because Nagash has a lot of... Nagash can instant kill it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Nagash can survive a turn.
Wait, so can it instant kill it though? It just brings it down a little.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That means I can kill it in 1 turn.
I mean, sure. Well,
Like,
we'll have to. You know what? Maybe me and George will have to do a showdown.
Like the Kronspine, the problem is the Kronspine doesn't just appear with Kronspine, and Nagash is worth 2 Kronspines.
That's fair. It's totally fair. Yep. We'll have to.
In the end, Nagash will lose because of that Kronspine.
Correct.
But I don't think the Kronspine is going to be the main reason why it dies.
Sure. All right, let's get into some lists. All right, so again, I tried to pick out interesting ones, right? So this is the only FEC player. This is Alec Jerome. You're the death player, so I'll let you kind of go through this. But some of the things that I don't know what. I mean, he's using Kronspine first off. So he's a FEC player using Kronspine. I have not seen an FEC player use Kronspine. Is that typical?
He's probably using it to try to get that +1 to cast on the Arc Regent for that first turn.
Okay.
Let's see, Trinal Throne. Yeah, he's definitely going for the spellcasting one. The problem I'm finding is I'm really interested to see how it goes because the new changes to Crypt Horrors will be coming up, or will be active. And so Crypt Horrors won't have the reroll to hit anymore.
I am curious. I'm going to look this up. Is he rupturing himself? Does it say that you... Can you do that on yourself? Hold on, I'm looking.
Yes, you can.
So maybe that's what he's doing? Pick one trash.
Okay. Oh yeah, and it has on the it has it on that too.
Yeah, maybe he's rupturing.
Okay, yeah. Now that I see that he's taken rupture. That's definitely what it is. He's going to do the increase attack characteristic on the Crypt Horrors. He's going to rupture the Kronspine, and then he's going to use the Courtier to go ahead and Hoarfrost the Crypt Horror that he increases attack.
Not that I can
and
go
then
back.
The Ghoul King increases the attack by 1.
Not that I. Oh no, you know what? I'm thinking about my list. I don't want to change my command trait anyway. I was gonna say makes me think about taking rupture or the shaman thing so I can get all 3 spells, but that 4-up ward for the Waaagh.
I'm interested to see what subfaction he's taking.
Oh, I don't think he's taking any.
Okay, so then he's going for the free
he's going for that
Feeding Frenzy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So the hard part is like getting the Crypt Horrors into combat, but he has so many Crypt Horrors here.
He does. This
It'd be interesting.
This is a scary list. I mean, there's a lot of... What do the Beast Flayers do again?
There's just a lot of them, and they're really easy to bring back.
Okay.
They're the only surf unit that it has rend, has okay damage, and can move pretty fast, and and whenever you bring back models, you can bring back the big guy, so you could just bring back a whole bunch of wounds all at once.
Okay. I mean, this is a pretty... I mean, just the Crypt Horrors themselves. I do not want to play this guy. But this is pretty crazy FEC list. I haven't really seen Kronspine run with the FEC yet, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it doesn't have the usual Terrorgeist.
Yep.
So
very surprising.
Okay.
All right. So let's go into Colt's list. Go to Colt. He copped out, and instead of going his typical Slaves of Darkness, he wanted to go,
oh my gosh.
Soul Blight. So, hashtag zombies. This looks miserable to play against, but you know what? I can't blame him for using it. If it works, keep using it. But, I mean, look at all the recursion. Necromancer, Gorslav,
So it's just 160 zombies and everything to buff zombies.
Yeah. Corpse card. I mean, this is pretty similar to Thomas Guan's list as well.
Yes, I think this leans more to just buffing zombies than his list, but
yeah, Thomas has got Luca Vai, so it's a little different. But this is just your typical Soul Blight list. I mean, it's not that interesting, but I think it's Colt's the only one running 160 zombies. So if he's gonna paint 160 zombies, then you know what, good for him.
Go on him. He's just going for that 5-up ward and a crap ton of bodies.
Yeah. Pretty gross. Okay, so that is Colt's list. He is very gross as well. I mean, obviously. Eugene. Now, I think this is the same Eugene I played. I think he's typically a Gloomspite player. If it's the same Eugene that I'm
Heck
thinking
yeah,
about.
he's taking the rabble rousers.
He is. He's taking the rabble rousers, and then the three big boys. But uh, he's a very good player, so I see him doing really well with this.
Doing the Kraken Eater. Okay. Yeah.
Is
I can definitely see this going places.
Is the Kraken Eater the one that moves the?
Yes, I believe that's the one that moves
objectives.
moves things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a rough list to go. I mean, now that
I really want to see how the rabble rousers
oh my gosh,
do.
look at he's got Squighard in this too. Oh my gosh, like this is gonna be a scary list. I think this is. I really think Suns they're gonna step up with their.
I think this is a really good list.
I think it is too. I think it's a really good list.
It beats all the things that makes them not good, because now there's a crap ton of bodies everywhere.
I mean, like when you roll up to this list, right? Like, what do you do? Like I know it's a DPS check, right? But now you have more things that you have to worry about.
Yeah, it's a DPS check, but with a smidgen of, oh, did you try to focus everything in one area? All right, we're just going to spread out.
Yep. And honestly, that the Gloomspite Regiment of Renown with Gabapalooza, it's so good. It's just so good.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
So good. So Eugene, if I play you again, you were an awesome matchup last time. This is gonna be a rough match, so this will be fun.
Yeah, because now it's a Suns list with 3 casters in it.
Yep, it's pretty crazy. All right, so that's Eugene's list. We go on to our very own George Reed's list. This is the Nagash list that we're talking about.
Absolutely beautiful. Love it.
Yeah.
I may or may not have made it for him, but
it really is. This just looks fun. I mean, you've got the Black Knights with the White Kings, so you're still getting the charge shenanigans. I am still a big favorite for Fellbats. I think they're amazing.
The Fellbats was completely his idea, and you know what? It was just sauce on the cake. It was great.
Yeah, Fellbats are fantastic. I really like them.
I wish I had more Fellbats.
Yeah. Is he painting Nagash, or do you already have Nagash painted? You probably already have.
Yep, already. Yeah, this is all just stuff I painted.
Okay.
But so the way that this list works is that it's just taking the recursion and doing just meme things with it. You kill 5 Black Knights. All right, on a 4-up, they come back as 3, but Nagash also brings back him as 3, so if you kill 5, he can bring back 6.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, because you bring it back at half strength, round up. And both of them are different ways of bringing it back.
But how does the word unit applied there? Is it the same unit, or is it a different unit? Like, how does that work?
So this unit can be brought back. It cannot be brought back the same way. But they're both different ways of bringing it back.
Interesting. I mean, you're the GO. As long as you.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go through and specifically for this to be able to make sure it's right. But yeah.
Yeah, I would double check that. But if that's the case, that's really good.
The problem is that you have to take Nagash with it. And
I mean,
so you don't get a lot of recursion.
I mean, sure. But I mean, Soulblight's already got crazy recursion anyway. So I mean, I actually think he'll do well with this.
It's a very fun and it's a decent list.
I think people will like go, oh, Nagash, this won't be that bad. I'll just get rid of Nagash and the rest will be done. But I think it's going to be a lot harder than that.
Oh, yeah, especially with the Vampire Lord with a 3-up Ethereal, now with a 5-up Ward.
And I still think Nagash is still somewhat tough to get rid of. He's not.
Oh
super
yeah,
easy.
He's pretty tough to get rid of, especially with all the healing that he can do, and he still has a 5-up Ward. Like, it's pretty good.
Yep. He's on a 3-up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mystic Shield, he's obviously getting that off, right? So he's gonna be. It's gonna be pretty crazy. I'm really excited to see how George does with this. And not only that, but I think he's gonna like playing it. So.
Yeah. He wasn't going to be joining, but I was like, all right, how about this? You don't have to paint anything, and I'll go ahead and we'll do something fun. And he was like, all right, what about Nagash? I was like, all right, I'm going to make a list of Nagash for you.
There you go. All right, going on to Jason. Good old Jason. He is running Nurgle. this was interesting just because he's running Glocken, which is awesome. That's always a good time to
I
see
love
Glocken.
that model.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I wish my Glocken was going to get here in time because if my Glocken was here in time, I probably would have played back again. Nurgle is is amazing, and I really like the Glocken model, and I like his anti-charge shenanigans, or I guess anti-movement shenanigans.
Yeah, because it's like you can charge during their phase. Something
Correct.
Like that.
Yeah, if they're within 12 inches, you can charge with him and another unit, and it just messes with your opponent so much.
Yeah.
He's also running the 4 Blight Lord, so I'm sure that he's going to run that with the Glocken and try to anti-charge that. One of the biggest things here, though, is the obviously Lord of Afflictions with the. I played a Nurgle list against Erica, who was running OBR. And let me tell you, overpowering Stench and not being able to do commands to a OBR
overpowering
player, to a OBR player is pretty tasty.
Yeah.
It is.
I think they're one of the that ability by itself is one of those things that can counter OBR pretty well.
Correct. I totally agree. I think Jason will do very well with this, especially if he gets a lot of OBR matches. That overpowering stench is brutal for OBR. Brutal. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty standard. 10-10 plagues, 2 Beast Nurgle, and 3 Nurglings to get the summoning going. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good lists. He definitely was pushing me to go Nurgle as well. And if I just had it all with me, and I knew I could. I think I'm actually getting the Glocken this week, but I couldn't count on it, right? So, it's fine. I'm gonna run my list and we'll just see what happens. All right. So next is Jeremy's list. So Jeremy was the GT winner for Gamers Guild.
Or Gamer Guild. Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah, I've been meaning to look at this one.
Yeah, so this one, you're gonna know more about this than I do. I'm not a big Slaanesh player, so the one big thing that I saw here was the Chaos War Shrine. I don't know if he used it at Gamers Guild, but pretty crazy.
So Mask, Keeper's Secrets. Let's see, Path of Dark Prince, Speed Chaser. Interesting. So
he's not, and he's also. I mean, he's got some Bloodsport Archers and Bloodsport Seekers. I think he's reinforced the Blood. Is the Bloodsport Seekers reinforced? No, right? That's their.
No, that's their normal price.
Normal price. Okay.
I'm interested to see how this goes.
I will say this: Jeremy is a very good player. So, I mean, this is still a scary list. In the hands of a good player, this is really good.
I can see where it goes well. It's just I'm having a hard time. He might have a hard time against people that can Alpha Strike him, and which is Slaanesh's big problem.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of screens. You're not wrong.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of screens. He has really good potential. If you give him a turn, he has a really good chance to just hit you hard. But if you can get to him first, then you can just start shredding everything in his army.
What does the mask bring to the list?
Good movement.
Good movement. Okay.
Yeah, good. Pretty much that's the big thing. It's really good movement.
Okay.
And I think he has a 4-up ward, but he's a 5-up save, 6 or 7 wounds.
Okay. I mean, 4-up ward's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in there so they can get the Warlord and the Acolytes.
Okay.
He has an anti-wizard unit, but those are all with melee people, though. And then ranged people, though, except for the Twin Souls.
That's it. It's very interesting. He's also got the Chaos War Shrine, so he's going to get that curse out. I mean, that's the whole point for that, I think.
No, the Chaos War Shrine is to give Sigvald a 3d6 charge.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's scary. I mean,
what this is the War Shrine gives Sigvald 3d6 charge, and then I can't remember if it's it's not Speed Chaser. It's It might be Path of the Dark Prince from Keeper's Secrets that gives him a 3d6 charge.
Okay, so he's going Alpha Strike then. He's getting into you with all his big
I
stuff
would
and
say
shooting from behind.
yes. The problem is that he's like a 7. He's like a 9 drop.
Yeah, he is.
So
there's no
that's where it goes. He is a very good Alpha Strike, but if you can get into him first, things will fall apart.
But
really
I mean,
fast.
there is something to be said about a large drop number, right? Because when you roll up to this, are you having him go first?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So it's like this is. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares whether he goes first or second. Right.
I think it's very good, but I think he'll have a hard time with like either Iron Jaws, Big Waaagh, or people that use Kron Spine.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
Or people that use range attacks.
Okay.
A lot of range will.
I mean, there's not
really
many that he
destroy
has to
this.
play up against, right? There's one Iron Jaws player, there's one
No.
Big Waaagh player. There's
But
no other Alpha Strikes.
Yeah, everything that lets him goes first. They will rue the day.
Yeah. This is a scary Alpha Strike. I mean, it's always, even when I was playing like Josh, I was playing him, playing Dan with their Slaanesh. They're just so fast, man. They just get into you so quickly. I don't want to play this list, and I know Jeremy's a great player. So, all right, so we'll move on. We'll go into this is my list. So I put my list on here because I don't think anyone's running my list. No one's running this. I made it on a whim, and I'm not trying to be competitive at the GT, right? Because I mean, half the time I have a work thing going on that weekend anyway. So like round 2, it's probably an auto loss for me. Like I'm just going. I'm not expecting to do very well. Like I was just going with something off the whim. But in my play testing with people, this is doing extremely well, and I don't understand why. I mean, it's not great. It's annoying, right? Like I got Kragnos and Kronspine. That's annoying. That's not something fun to play against. But I mean,
it's
just
very
funny.
interesting.
It's just funny.
It is. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know how you're doing so well.
I don't either. It's crazy. Like I don't know what it is. I'm not.
Like
I don't know.
It's not the best, but it's not bad. It's like it can counter a lot of things, but have you fought a good horde list yet?
Yeah, I fought Jed with his soul blade. He had like 80 zombies, 40 Graveguard.
I would think that would beat you.
Well, it's just, I mean, Kragnos getting in there and Kronspine just not dying. I don't, and then I was able to get Gravetide out, so I locked down his Graveguard pretty well. We've talked about the Wargog Prophet's Fist of Gork.
Yeah.
Super good. I mean,
yeah,
it's pretty good against hordes, honestly. It's pretty good against hordes.
Wargog and the Gravetide.
And like the Kronspine, right? Like, sure, come into my Kronspine, do a bunch of damage and de-level it. It's not gonna die. I'm still gonna be fighting back, right? And they just against Kragnos, they just don't do anything, right? They just
they just bounce
they
off.
just bounce off of him. So again, I'm not worried about Horde Army so much, but like getting this into OBR. I did play this against Erica. She made a couple mistakes. I got into Archon with Kragnos and just instantly removed him, so that didn't help. And I also rolled like really bad. I tried doing the Wargog face thing, and I did like 2 damage, and my Wargog died, so that was fun. It was real good. It was real good rolling. That's the worst I've ever rolled with that guy, but I still ended up managing to do well. I don't know, man. This is such a stupid list. Like, you look at this, like, this is dumb. I roll up with like 5 models on the board, and it's like, there
it's
it is.
confusing. It's not like I can't see it as like, oh my god, this is the meta competitive list. But at the same time, it's like, it's not bad.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it does. It's super gimmicky. It's very stupid. I
hope you do well.
I don't expect to do well with this, but it's hilarious. I will say some of the battle tactics for Big Waaagh too are just so stupid.
Yeah.
Sneaking up is like just one of the dumbest things ever. Like, all I got to do is have Gobstrike next to a terrain piece. Done.
Yep. And then the other one is have your Ard boys in the center of the field. Oh, done.
Yep.
All right.
It's crazy. It's crazy good. But yeah, this is doing well for whatever reason. I just do it on here because it's just a super stupid list. But yeah. So that's my list. This is Josh's list. I do not want to play this. This looks absolutely miserable. Get me out of here. Like, I just want to go grab a beer if I play him. I'm just like, I just don't want to do this.
It's just
Vanguard.
It's just 15 Vanguard.
It's just no, it's more than that. He's got 9, 12, 15 here. 15 Vanguard and then 5
15
Knights.
Vanguard. It's only 22 models on the field.
But they're all elite. Like, Vanguard are no joke. And he broke them up in these bite-sized chunks so he can always get the fight twice. Like, this is like, oh. And then learning from Colt, doing 6 Vanguard, now they don't have to be like the coherency rules, he can spread out the Vanguard is really, really good. But yeah, I do not want to play this list. This looks miserable to play against.
I kind of love this list.
It's a lot.
Really, I'm interested to see how well this does.
I will say, if Josh is going to paint 15 Vanguard, you do you, Bill. And I hope you go far. Because,
I want to see the army on the field.
Yeah. I don't think he's borrowing any from me. Like, I haven't talked to him in a bit, but I don't think I think he was painting them all. So this is just a scary list. My goodness. When I was talking to him, I thought he was going to run Archeon with the Vanguard, but no, he's just going.
I wish he would play Archeon.
He's just going straight up Vanguard. So
I don't blame him. That is pretty scary.
They're all corn except for the 6 on the. Oh my gosh, gross.
Except for his general.
Well, yeah, the 6 Vanguard. Yeah, I mean, gross, man, gross. Cool list though. I'm excited to see this, and Josh is a good player, so I'm hoping he does well. He's also a newly founded House of Hobbies member, so
yeah,
good for him. All right, and speaking of House of Hobby members, we got our very own Matt running a crazy Daughters of Cain list. I don't think I've ever seen 3 Heartrenders and a Life Taker in a list before, so this is he's also running no Marathi.
Yeah, he doesn't like running Marathi, and he loves the little harpies.
They're really good. They're deceptively good. Like, you don't really think about it until like it's happening to you, but those things just go everywhere. Like they're just
it gives tactics. As well as what he uses them for is it blocks people from going straight to the Blood Sisters.
Yep.
And so he can actually use them and be able to do the massive amount of damage.
Right. Oh my gosh, it's just what a crazy list. The only thing that I would change is I would somehow fit the Shadowstalkers in here, because I think the Shadowstalkers are really good.
That's fair. We just we didn't think about it, and we didn't have any painted.
Oh, you could have borrowed mine. But he has also got Knight and Cantor for the free unbind. Yeah. Pretty.
Yeah, it's for the free unbind and the acolytes.
Pretty solid list, honestly.
2 battle regiments. Yeah, it's a 4-drop to be able to just drop a crazy amount of things down.
Bloodstalkers are the bows, right?
Yes.
And the Blood Sisters are the melee. Got it.
Yep. So 5 bow snakes and 30 melee snakes.
And then this is the one where he's got the 4-up rally, and then he's also 4-up rally. So crazy. And then this is Xanther Kai is the fight on death, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's either fight on death or they're all +1 to the turn. But I think it's fight.
No, the +1 to turn is Hagnar.
Yeah. Okay. So this one's the fight on death then.
Pretty cool. Pretty good. I'm excited to see how Matt does with this. If nothing else, fun list, man. The Heartrenders. Pretty cool. All right. Sean Lyons, bring in Skaven. Is this the one with what's this? This is the Rat Ogre one. So he's running.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
12
Rat Ogres.
This is George's dream right here.
Yeah, 12 rat ogres and clan rats.
Clan rats. He's got the warp lightning can. This is a really good list. Bell of Doom, Vermintide, Ravenax Gnashing Jaws. He's running 2 Grayseers. I mean, this has just got like what do you do when you get to this list? Like there's so many threats here. Like I don't. This is.
It's a true Skaven. It's just a horde of throw things at your opponent.
It really is.
You don't really care if they die.
Yeah.
And just continuously throw things at them, and eventually they'll die.
I really like this. He's also. I mean, yeah, he's running 12 rat ogres, but it's also. I don't think he's running. Like one particular like the shenanigans that George played me with, right? Where he's just like Doom Wheels and Warp Lightning Cannons. This is a very well balanced list, I think. Like it's got a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
What do you?
The fact that it has a Warp Lightning Cannon, and then also the Warlock Bombardier.
What do the Packmasters do?
So they make it so that they give, I think it's like a +3 to charge to the rat ogres. So for each of them, and if a rat ogre dies, you spend a command point. It's like on a 3 or 4 up, rat ogres just come back.
Is that with the Packmasters or is that with the Master Molder?
It might be Master Molder.
I think it's a Master Molder that does that. But regardless.
Oh, Packmasters. Oh, I don't know actually.
I'm not sure what the Packmasters do. I know the Things Catcher. I don't remember what they do. There's 60 points. I don't remember what they do, but regardless, this list just has a little bit of everything. Like, I actually think this is doing really well.
So they do the +3 to run and charge.
Okay, so they're the
+1 to +1 to wound rolls as well.
Super good, super good. Man, those.
So they do the same thing. Yeah,
it's pretty good.
So they do the same thing that the Master Molders do, because I think the Master Molders do that as well. Let me just check. Yeah, so the Master Molders do that as well. So now he has 3 units that can do it too. That can do it for all 3 of the rat ogres.
Okay.
So he's going to give all 3 rat ogres +3 to run and charge for
my gosh, that's crazy.
And +1 to wound roll.
Honestly, this is a list that I think my list would have a real problem with. Because I'm only I'm hitting the rat ogres and killing them, and they're just coming back. And then in the meantime, I'm getting pelted by Warp Lightning Cannon, and this is a scary list. I think this list is gonna do well. I think this is gonna be one of the better.
I hope it does well.
I think this is gonna be one of the better chaos lists. I think this is gonna be just absolutely crazy. Cool list, very very cool list. I know George would appreciate this list.
Yeah, right now this list is like on one of my top 3s.
Yeah, it's really cool. Shane Lambert had the other Skaven list. And I put this in here because he's using the Crown Spine. Very, very interesting. It's much different than the previous list we just looked at, right? So 2 Skaven lists doing really, really different things. This is I would say relying heavily on the spells, but I mean even the last one was too. He's got some curses on here. He's actually running the Plague Furnace, which is, a lot of people are not fans of that thing because they think it's overpriced, but we'll see how it does. Because
that's the one that cancels out battle shocks, I believe. And I think he's doing that for all of his clan rats and plague sensor bearers.
Okay.
He's hoping for you to either get stuck with the incarnate or for you to go forward, and then him just being able to hit you with those sensor bearers. And all these spells.
I mean, he's got blizzard. He's got multiple blizzards.
He has a lot of spells and prayers.
Yes. He's very, very spell heavy, and he's also got the Antorian Acolyte, so he's getting that extra.
If you go forward and don't kill him, that Plague Furnace is gonna really hurt you with all of those attacks because he has curse.
True, very, very true. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Plague Sensor Bears are pretty good too, right? Aren't they? For 90 points, I think they're pretty. I mean, the throwaway units.
If I remember correct,
they hit hard.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they just have a crap ton of attacks. Yeah. And then there's Death Frenzy. Oh man, all these things: Merciless Blizzard, Rupture.
I don't remember what Skabic Plague Seeker does or his Plague Pack. I'm not sure what they do. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
But Skaven list with the Kronsvine, so pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Thomas Guan, good old Thomas Guan, has decided not to I can't remember what the list he was playing last. I don't remember what it was, but he's going straight up zombies. Virkos. The one interesting thing here that I haven't seen a whole lot of is Lefebvre. Lefebvre is very good. I just haven't seen it in a Virkos list. So
yeah, the thing about Lefebvre is like just good everywhere.
And the thing is too is like, while this list is very, I mean it's a very soul blight list. You know, it's a typical meta list, just running a bunch of zombies. But
so it's the horde, but they have Lefebvre there to be able to hit the tough things. They're pretty much that hammer that they need. You'll just get strung up by zombies, and then Lefebvre will fly over the zombies, do 2 monstrous actions against you, and be able to hit you hard.
Well, also don't forget about the corpse guards too, because they instantly make the dead walker zombies hit a lot harder. So
terrifying, yeah.
And also, what I was going to say is Thomas Guan is a very, 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 very good player. So in the hands of something that's already really, really good in the meta, he's probably going to take this. I would imagine he's getting top 5 at the very least with this. I just think he's a very good player, and in the hands of a good player with something like this, it's going to be extremely difficult to get through.
I already like it because it has dogs in it. So,
I mean dogs.
No.
I mean dogs.
Yeah,
can we just take all the zombies out and just put a bunch of dogs?
Just all dogs.
Just all dogs. Just all dogs.
Yep.
I mean, you can use the corpse carts for the dogs, right?
No, you cannot.
Oh, is it specifically zombies? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they changed it like that.
Bummer. Well, never mind. So that's Thomas Guan's list. Travis Revicki, something like that. This is the Gloomspite list. We have another Gloomspite list too. This one's running kind of the actually, now that I think about it, I think both the Gloomspite lists are running kind of all 3 flavors. So they've got a little bit.
You got a lot of trolls.
Got a lot of trogs, but you also have stabas. You have some squigs in there, and then you have your roastbender shaman. So you'll get all 4 flavors in this.
It's not a squig herd list, which I already like.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. This is a very well-rounded list. He's got the Dankle to get the Oh, wait a minute. Is he not using? I don't know what Alpha Trog was. I thought he was using the spell one. Okay, I can look it up. I don't remember what Alpha Trog was.
I'm not sure. But we got the glowy Housets, which is always good. The cheap shaman. Scrigrot is always going to be good with this.
Wow, I'm a little shocked. So
what does it do?
So Alpha Trog adds 2 to the wound characteristic. So now I think he's a 16 wound Trog boss. Either 14 or 16. I can't remember if it's 12. I should know this.
Okay, so a crap ton of wounds.
And then he also gains the monster keyword.
He can stomp, and he can.
It's just interesting to me.
There is no monster in this list, so. Because
typically, what you would run with Dankhold is the free in the spell, and he's not doing that. So,
I can see his reasoning. He wants a monster because being able to destroy terrain is really good.
Yeah.
Or be able to stop people from doing commands.
What I like the most about this list is he's using all 4 flavors, and it's very well rounded. He's not leaning straight into Squig Herd or Boing Rat Bounders. Like, yeah, he's got 15 of them, but he's not also got
No, the Boing Rat Bounders are for sudden damage. We got Trogos to be able to hold a line. We got Stabas to be able to take an objective.
Yeah, I think this is a good, well-rounded list. I think he's got a little bit of everything. So that is Travis Revicki. I think this is a good Gitz list. Blades of Corn. This one's interesting because he's using a bunch of dogs. The Chaos dogs, to be exact.
Yeah, I was looking at this. This is like a little bit of everything.
He's got he's using 3 Bloodthirsters, right, with Scarbrand. Bloodmaster,
Yeah.
Slaughter Priest, and then he's got a bunch of dogs, and then all the invocations. So this is a very interesting list. He doesn't have a lot of bodies here, because Fleshhounds, I think, are only 5.
Yeah, Fleshhounds are 5. I think the Claws of Karanak are a little bit more than 5.
I think there's
I don't
6.
know, I don't see it.
I think there's 6, or maybe
I
maybe
don't
there's
see
8.
them that often.
Let me see.
Claws of Karanak. They're 8.
Okay, so they're 8. So he's got a
So
little
they're being
bit. They're screens.
they're being used as screens. Yeah.
The question I have:
Screens and unbinds. That's what
does he
Fleshhounds are
have
for.
enough? Does he? He's leaning really heavily into Hero Hammer. So I'm hoping.
Yes, he is.
I'm hoping. I mean, he's got invocations too. So I mean, he's got that going for him. And I know they're pretty good. This will be interesting. It's very interesting because I've never seen a cornless run straight dogs. So this will be very interesting to see how this plays out. Normally, you see like
dogs.
what are those things called? Blood Warriors, or you see.
Yeah, the little Ravager guys.
You see the demon dudes. Why am I forgetting? What are they called?
Bloodletters.
Bloodletters. You're normally seeing something of that nature, but nothing here. It's just straight dogs, and I think it's just because he's super heavy into the heroes. I mean, you can't go wrong with three bloodthirsters.
Three bloodthirsters are going to be really hard. They're going to damage you really hard.
I can't play Khorne because the at least for bloodthirsters, is just they're so swingy. I literally roll so poorly when it comes to those things attacking. It's just,
but when they do,
they hit like a
makes
truck.
you feel so good.
It does. They hit like a truck. You get those 6s on bloodthirsters, man, and the world is the best.
I think it'd be interesting to make a Khorne list for me, but I don't think I'll ever play Khorne.
I like Khorne. I definitely can play Khorne right now. I like playing.
I like Khorne. I just don't think I'll ever play it.
Yeah.
I don't want to paint the Khorne army
because it's all red.
Yeah, it's all red.
It's all red. Yeah. Very, very red. All right, then the last list we have is our last Gloomspite Gitz player. This one is very, very into the 4 flavors. He's got 2 web spinner shamans. I mean, look at the blizzards here. He's got 3 blizzards. And then
he needs to get a blizzard just in case his blizzard dies, so he can blizzard you.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's the one using Loonskin, so this is the free in the spell. He doesn't have it listed.
So he is.
Do you have to have it on your? I'm actually gonna look now. I don't know if you have to put that on.
Oh, Squigherd, there it is.
Look at
So is that a 36 pack of Squigherd?
Chip.
420 points.
Yes.
I think that would be.
What are they? Here, I can look it up.
They're like that would be 140 points for 12. That kind of makes sense.
Yes, that sounds right. That sounds right.
Oh, Squigherd are so cheap.
They are. And they're pretty good. Let me look at this.
Okay, so he has every flavor of Trog. He's got the Spore Splatter Fanatics, which I absolutely love. And then a crap ton of wizards, just so he will always have an option to be able to hit you with a blizzard.
Uh-huh.
And the acolytes.
So
I don't know what Trog herd heavies do.
I have a Danko Trogos?
No, the Trog herd heavy battalion.
Is it just a? I want to say it's just a 1-drop, but I don't. That might be wrong. I do have a rules question.
Okay.
So he has Loonskin, right? I'm gonna read Loonskin.
Okay.
If your general has this command trait, you can include one of the following in the spells in your army without spending any points to do so. It's the mushroom, the skull tide, and the moon, right? In addition, in your hero phase, this general can. Okay, so it's just. My question is, do you have to list this on your submission.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
It says include in your army.
So this is one then, Camaron, that we might have to email Zach and just make sure he adds that to his list because he does not have it.
Yeah.
So and
by rules, technically you have to include it.
Okay.
Even though it's free, I can see why people wouldn't think that, but
yeah, I would almost guarantee you that he's got one spell that he's always going to be using. But
100%.
But it does, as a rules thing, it does. In this case, it makes it look like you could cast all three of them, right? So one of the things that's probably I'd add that to your to-do list, Camaron. Is we probably have to email Zach and have him add that to the list.
All right.
Mr. Tio. All right. And that's it. That's all we got. It wasn't a crazy long show tonight, but I just wanted to go over the Smite stuff because there were some interesting lists. And even more interesting were the stats and just how even...
How spread out everything is.
Like
it just makes me even happier.
Yeah.
I'll go to every single game and I will see a different, unique game in every single one.
Yeah, and it's not just all death, right? So it's not like everyone's running Soul Blight.
Yeah.
So pretty excited about that. As far as what's coming up, I am going to push the House of Hobbies people. How many people do we have going this week? We've got playing.
4.
Let's say playing. We've got George. We got Matt. We got me, Erica, Josh. I know we have some MCP people going, but I'm checking with AOS.
Is Jed going?
Jed should be going. So that's 6. Am I forgetting? Forgetting anyone?
Yeah.
I think 6. So I'm going to push for all 6 of our players to make sure they get pictures so we can do some recaps hopefully next week. And then also we need to do the cities review as well. So those 2 items are...
Those are things for future shows.
I also want to do a show on, depending on what happens in the next 2 weeks. Because I think the rumor is that we're going to get a Battle Scroll update this next week. Or either this week or next week. I really hope it doesn't come out this week because it's going to suck. I mean, granted, we're already locked in for the GT, but...
Yep, let's already made.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter there, but I'm just hoping that doesn't happen. But if we do not get a Battle Scroll update in the next 2 weeks, I do want to do a show on, there is a ever-growing issue right now where a lot of the big players for AOS, like Jordan from Season of War I'm thinking about right now, there's also a couple people from Nova, are actually dropping tournaments because they think the meta is so bad right now as far as where we're at right now. So it might be cool to discuss that, but I'm gonna hold my breath and hope that Games Workshop comes out with a Battle Scroll that somehow fixes the current issues that are happening with the meta right now for AOS, because this is the worst it's ever been since I've been a part of AOS. Now, I'm not saying it hasn't been worse, but it's just since I've been a part of it. I know there was a time when like Slaanesh was like really bad.
Yeah, and usually like they kind of squash that pretty quick.
So what I worry about, right, is I mean obviously it's not news to anyone. The current death armies are out of control in the win percentage right now.
Yes.
My worry is I honestly don't think point adjustments change the work on the solution to the problem.
I think they do to a certain extent, but it would be a better fix if they just made some change to rules.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue with death armies right now is the recursion. I mean, even OBR, where you have the egregious Immortus Guard on 2-ups basically the entire time. The fact that you can even recursion, summon those guys back up makes for a very tough game. So I don't know what they're going to do. It's not my job. Hopefully Games Workshop figures it out and they make it better. But There's a lot of people right now that are in a bad state with the game because it's pretty rough right now when it comes to the meta because everyone's leaning into one thing and it's pretty rough. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that for our GT because it's pretty even. So that's awesome. But they do need to figure it out because it's in a bad spot right now, and I want AOS to continue to grow. So it might be
AOS is great, and I will continue to play with it. But yes, I fully understand the way you're thinking.
Yeah. So hopefully they fix that. On that note, we will see a lot of you at the GT this weekend. Be safe, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Have a fun rest of the day.
Yep. Have a good rest of the week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.